I'm also simultaneously recording this for my YouTube channel. I will come back on my Facebook Live later on this evening and probably do a tarot after dark. So for anyone who's interested in doing the more adult, more mature tarot, I'm definitely there. I'm there for that too. Okay. All right. So let's get this started. First and foremost, let me introduce myself. I am the Gemini Goddess, aka Gigi, for all my friends. This is my personal channel, so you will not see a lot of this content anywhere else. You will not see me doing tarot on my regular channel. You will not see me doing tarot on my SEG channels. You will only see me doing tarot through my Gemini Goddess channel. So if this is something that you like and you're interested in it, please make sure that you like my Gemini Goddess page on Facebook. I do go live here. Well, I was going live here, and then I had a bit of a technical situation, and I don't know why, but it wouldn't let me go live for the longest time. But now we're back. I guess Meta likes me again. So yeah, I do live readings here midday on Facebook. They're called 21 Questions, and it's just kind of where we go through and we do when we have people in the group, we actually take single questions from the group, from the viewers, and I do a free read. So there's that. And my apologies, I do speak a lot in terms of we. I'm not crazy. I'm a Gemini, and I don't know why, but that just seems very soothing and very appropriate for me to do. Because I'm a Gemini. All right, so let's get to this. Oh, and for those of you for just, reaching out to me and rocking this vibe with me. All right. So let's get this thing cracking, shall we? I said we were going to start with Gemini, and that's exactly what the F I meant. So let's get that popping. All right. All right. So let's see. It's a Friday. Let's do a quick weekend. Let's see what each sign has going on for the weekend, shall we? I like that. All right. So out the gate gems, you got the Seven of Swords. Oh, sorry. Multiple devices got me over here like, sorry, it's not the Seven of Swords. My apologies. It's the Seven of Wands. I do not get the feeling though. Okay. All right, let's see what this is popping off. All right, so you got the Four of Wands, the Seven of Wands, Justice in reverse, Ten of Wands. You got a lot of wands here. It's a lot of passion and fire and activity. That's good though. That's good. I kind of like to see this. Nine of Cups and the Emperor. Okay, so let me tell you something. This is good, Jones. Like this is really good. It seems like it's a little bit all over the place, but now that I see it all laid out, I'm kind of getting a little goosebumpy because what this is you finally feeling stable. And I'm trying to I'm trying so hard not to just get ahead of myself because I can feel this. I can really feel this. This is a very exciting energy. This is this is something good. And I don't just say that because I'm a Gemini. This is something really good. So This weekend, Gems, you're going to find yourself possibly in a position of defense. But here's the thing. And you know, when I say here's the thing, you know there's a thing. There's going to be a thing coming. Here's the thing. You are finally stable. You finally feel the ground beneath your feet. And know from my air signs, you're going to get that. You're going to understand exactly what I'm saying. You finally have come to a point where it's not just about fighting just for the sake of fighting or being defensive. Like you have come into your own. Okay? And air signs, we tend to, especially Geminis, we will fight you. Like we're not a violent crew, but we are not afraid to fight for what we want. We're not afraid to stand our ground and to, get like that dark side of a Gemini. We don't get no fucks. We don't get no fucks. If it's something that we care about, if it's something that we love, if it's something that we hold dear, we will fight for it. We will fight by it. We will fight with it. Okay. And the thing about this is though, is this isn't the energy of negative defense. This is because you got the Nine of Cups here, and then you got the Emperor over here, you got the Ten of Wands. The interesting thing about this, though, is the Justice in reverse literally sits right in between the rest of your cards. So the Four of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Cups, they're all upright. And I'm going to leave that out for a second. The Emperor, the Ten of Wands, they're upright. But then smack dab in the middle is Justice in reverse. So I'm kind of feeling like this isn't even all your energy, Gems. This is you finding stability, you being in mama bear mode about this stability, about this things starting to level out for you, and you are not interested in destabilizing that again. And then there's someone else that is looking at you. They're trying not to, like they're trying to pay you no mind, but it's kind of like, oh, I don't. It's kind of like that energy, where they're acting like they don't. They're acting like, ooh, yes. Why is the Seven of Swords on the bottom of this deck? They're acting like they don't care. They're acting like, it's like, oh, Gemini's over there doing that? That's nice. Oh, so Gemini's, why do you keep telling me about Gemini? What else is Gemini doing? It's like that kind of energy is crazy. And so to the rest of the world, they seem very controlled, very contained. They act like they don't care. They act like they have pushed this to the side. Ten of Wands, they have let this go. They don't care. But here's the thing about it is, though, they are watching you. And the reason why they're watching you is because they're still curious. They are definitely still curious. They still care. But they're not coming towards you. They're not going to come towards you because it's almost like a false sense of bravado, I feel. I don't see the Six of Wands in reverse, but this definitely feels like someone who, or an energy of externally, they are very controlled. Inside, they are chaotic. They are a mess. And this may be why the justice is in reverse in between the two of you, because you may have been the one that was unstable at one point, but now you're stable. And you are so serious about not losing that stability, I'm hearing not going back where you came, not letting anything take you back. the universe is saying that the potential of you, you may be thinking, or someone else may be thinking about revisiting a situation. Doesn't necessarily have to be love. Could be something in the legal system. Could be a partnership. Could be like a collaboration of sorts. But the justice and the world are both in the reverse, which tells me that this is a never-ending cycle. Like, no matter how you approach whatever this is, no matter how you address this energy over here, this Emperor energy with the Ten of Wands, no matter how you address that, no matter how many different ways you try to handle it, you try to appease it, you try to you try to smooth it over, you try to make it what you think it's supposed to be, it never works that way because the cycle itself is imbalanced. The very culmination of the ingredients for this pot are not right. So, it's like so if you remember the show Friends, there was an episode, I want to say it was Thanksgiving episode, where Rachel goes to make a dish, right? And so she doesn't know how to cook, and she's using a cookbook, and the pages are stuck together, but she doesn't realize this until after she's made the dish. And so it's like part dessert, part casserole. And she sits it on the table and she's trying to justify that this is what the recipe called for. This is what they asked for. I don't know why they asked for all this. This is what they asked for. So I made it the way I read the recipe, never realizing that there were two pages that were stuck together and she was reading from two different recipes. And that's kind of this kind of energy. It's like you are like Gems, you're the dessert now. They are the casserole. And trying to put the two of you together or trying to merge these two energies together is never going to work. It's never going to work. At least from what I see. But I will tell you this person is wearing down. And you're happy. Like, you're good. You're chilling. But this person over here, like, this facade that they have, this fronting that they're doing, with the quiet chaos on the inside and the, controlled being on the outside, this is something that's getting very weary for them. And if you've ever known anyone to try to walk around holding all of their feelings inside, they do eventually explode. So, just think about that for a second. Tell me about this Four of Wands, please. Tell me about this Four of Wands, please. The High Priestess. So the stability that you are feeling right now, Gemini, is probably something that you find really hard to explain. It's something that you probably have not really even bothered to speak on. You just feel it. You feel at peace. Look at this. Girl, I'm sorry. It's a girl, my bad. You feel at peace. You feel like the two halves of your brain have finally come together and are not fighting anymore. That's another thing. And with Geminis, I know for a fact it is a struggle to be on the same page with your inner masculine and your inner feminine. We have a constant battle with that. So and this really is what it looks like. It looks like I don't see, you falling in love or finding love or anything like that. I see you being happy with yourself. I see you finally coming to a place where you are settled within yourself. And that is something, that's something that's productive for you. It may possibly be the catalyst to bring you in some new love. But there is a slight warning. Take your time. Definitely take your time. So let me say this. You may have you may have gone through some things that left you questioning yourself, questioning your ability, questioning your purpose in life, questioning your talents. You have really fought to regain the stability, Gemini. And you can't really say when it happened. You can't really say what it was that finally clicked in place. But you know now that you're there. You know now that you are in this place of, and that's really important for us because like I said, that's not typically who we are. We're very stuck in our heads. I cautiously say a little flighty. We can be very skittish. So, to have any point in our lives where mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, we are all in one accord, we're all lined up from the head to the toe. That is something that we as air signs, we take very seriously. We are very protective over it. And we're happy. You're happy now, Jen. You're happy. And you are willing to defend and protect that happiness, that serenity, that quiet stability. You are willing to defend that at any cost. I do think that there may be some kind of energy that does come with the intention of trying to throw you off, maybe trying to get you back into that place of insecurity and destabilization and things like that, because whoever comes with that kind of intention, they're seeking to control you. They're seeking to control the situation. It's part of what adds to their facade. Tell me about this Ten of Wands, please. Tell me about this Ten of Wands. Tell me about this Ten of Wands, please. Four of Cups. In reverse. Okay, so this person is tired of ignoring. This person is tired of ignoring you. They're tired of ignoring you, and they're tired of putting on this facade to other people that they don't care. All right, well, tell me about the Nine of Cups over here. Tell me about the Nine of Cups over here. While you sitting over here pretty. Look at you. You sitting over here pretty in your little dress. You see that? You sitting over here pretty in your little dress. You ain't giving no F's. Four of Pentacles. Damn. Okay, so I just heard I can't let go anymore. Oh, no, I can't hold on anymore. And then I heard, well, let it go. So what this is you got one person over here who is like, REO Speedwagon, I can't fight this feeling anymore. I've completely forgot what we were fighting for. And you are over here like, well, stop holding on to me then. Because I'm already gone. And I don't even think it's necessarily that you're gone, like gone out of this person's life forever. I think it's just a matter of, you have reconciled yourself with whatever this situation was. You've reconciled yourself with whatever this energy was. You are now like, I cried my tears. I had my sleepless nights. I questioned myself. I questioned, the situation. I did all of that. I'm good now. I'm good now. And no matter what this person over here is doing, no matter what they got going on over there, you're just kind of like, I'm not letting down the defenses for you. I'm more than happy to defend my happiness right now. Because you got the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Cups, like this. So this is, yeah, I'm more than happy and I'm more than willing and I'm more than prepared to stand my ground, defend my happiness. I'm water and you're fire. And so we got a lot of steam, but other than that, we ain't making it nowhere. Alright, so I'm gonna say I started y'all at 5. Alright, Libra. Let's take a bat at this. Alright, Libra. Give me. Oh. Okay. Give me one more for Libra. Getting a little bored, Libra? Y'all are always somewhere bored. Y'all are never satisfied. Okay. Okay. All right, Libra, let's get into this. You got the Four of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Six of Cups. I can tell you, I see this right now. You're bored with something, you're over something, you're thinking about cutting something off to go back to something that you maybe have some fond memories over, some fond emotions over. But I do caution you, Libra. So I want you to take a good look at this card. I want you to take a good look at this card. You see the Six of Cups right there, right? This is a card of long-held emotional connections, memories, probably fond childhood memories. But I want you to notice this person right here. This is a child, okay? Oftentimes we look back on things in our memory, and as we revisit them, we revise them, okay? So I will just say, make sure that when you are reflecting back, that you are not doing it with this blindfold on, okay? You do have something in your current energy that you don't want. There's something that's currently trying to appeal to your emotional side, and you have absolutely no interest in that. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Strength. Knight of Cups. Okay. You may have two options. You may have... You got twos jumping off in here. Quite interesting. It's the way they're jumping off. You got the Two of Swords. You got the Four of Cups, which 4 and 4, 2 and 2 is 4. And then you have a Knight of Pentacles in reverse and a Knight of Cups in the upright. So, tell me about this Knight of Pentacles, please. Tell me about this Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this could be you, Libra. The Knight of Pentacles is in reverse, is clarified by the King of Swords and then the Three of Wands. So this is This is a very interesting combination because you could be strategically giving off the impression that you are not as stable as someone thinks. Now, hear me out. Because what this is beginning to feel like is a bit of a self-sabotage situation. Like you may have your eye on something because you want something. You're after something. That's the three of wands. You want something and you're after something, and you've got your eyes and your mind set on going after whatever this is. But currently, you're coming off as really unstable, possibly, a little too flighty for someone's taste. They're trying to endure it, or maybe now this could also be you trying to hold your will, trying to stand your ground. So like whatever this game you're playing, and I use that term loosely, but whatever strategy you've come up with, Libra, you're doing it in this hellbound sense. It's like, come hell or high water, however I hurt you, whatever I do, whatever damage is caused, as long as I get the result that I'm looking for. And that's weird because you got the Knight of Cups and the Six of Cups, which is the Seven of Cups together, which speaks of, possible confusion, delusion, having way too many options for one to really make a clear choice or a clear decision on. So you may be, be careful, Libra, because right now, you may be, I'm going to just tell you, I'm going to just say it. You might be deluding yourself about something. You are definitely romanticizing about something that took place before this point. And you may be seeing it through a not so realistic lens. And that may be driving everything else that you're doing. So just be careful with that, because you may end up actually burning a bridge trying to get back to a place you don't really need to be. And I'll give you and let me give you another warning, Libra. You've got the Strength, the Magician, and the Devil. 3 major arcanas, right? So I want to caution you about manifesting against yourself, okay? Remember when I said earlier, I was joking, but I said earlier, I was like, Libras are never satisfied. This is the energy of having something that you don't want, and telling yourself that what you actually do want is something that you've already had. But you're not, you may not be looking at it through a proper lens. You may be looking at it through a child's heart, okay? A child tends to be a little bit more naive. They tend to believe a little bit more blindly. They tend to just put all their trust where their safety is. And if the person that they're putting that trust in, that person that they consider to be their safety net, if that person comes with ill intentions, then this is how we get traumatized. This is how we get hurt. And then we end up having to look after the fact and be like, I should have known that. I knew that wasn't going to work out. I just didn't listen to myself. And so I do caution you with that, Libra. Just, be mindful. Sit with yourself a little bit and see if this is actually what you, sit with yourself and ask yourself, is what I have really that bad? And is what I want really that good? I mean, that's probably the best way I could put that for you. All right. Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. Let's see what we got for you. One. Two more for Aquarius, please. One more for Aquarius, please. One more for Aquarius, please. All right. Aquarius, you have the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. All right. You're thinking about investing in something possibly. Sorry, my shoulder's kind of tight. You may be thinking about, you may seriously be, that's wow, okay. You may seriously be considering investing in something, or you're weighing out the pros and cons. But I have to say, just because what's really drawing my attention right now, like on the Seven of Pentacles, I don't know if you can see, but the Seven of Pentacles, you see how she's got the two pentacles right here, and then she's got the five pentacles over there. So you may still be going back and forth about whether or not to make this investment. It could be about a house, it could be about a job, but it's definitely a major move. It's probably something that you've been thinking about for a long time. You've got the Knight of Swords here in the upright twice. How can I put this? That's not a bad thing. It's like, if we're talking about a job, right? You could be at a critical place in your life where anything that you do right now could really shift the dynamic. Let's say, for instance, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, you were really seriously like fishing out your resume different places because you were fed up and you were ready to, move on and go on with your life, maybe find another job, maybe you move to another city, anything, right? And then you find out, let's say, your partner's pregnant or your partner's sick, or, somebody in your life really needs you to focus in that moment, right, on what they have going on. And so what ends up happening is you end up putting your goals and your considerations off for just a moment. But in the meantime, you're starting to realize it's like you're getting antsy. You are like, I cannot. I mean, regardless of why I know I need to be in this position, why I know I need to be here right now, I am ready to go. I'm ready to go towards my stability. I'm ready to go towards my own foundations and my own happiness. Tell me about this Knight of Swords, please. Tell me about this Knight of Swords, please. Judgment. Yeah, and the more you think about this, the closer you come, but you may not be talking about it. But the longer you think about this, Aquarius, the longer you think about this, I'm sorry, it's just all over the place. The longer you think about this, the more the decision becomes very clear for you. Like, I gotta do this. I gotta just shed all of this other stuff that's going on, and I just gotta do what's best for me. But here's the thing, though. So once again, now we got the Seven of Pentacles clarified by the Four of Pentacles. You are holding on to something. It may be in an effort to try to carry it with you. You're holding on to something or someone that you have invested a lot of time and tangibility into. And you may find yourself in a place of regret when you think about letting this go. So you try to hold on to it. But here's the thing. You got to make a choice, Aquarius. And I'm also going to say this because I think there are two storylines here. So I'm just going to put this out here. If you are seeing someone, specifically either another air sign or an earth sign, you could really be thinking about reaching out to this person. But here's the thing. They may have done something that really left you feeling some type of way. Either hurt or angry or, something. They could have broken your heart. They could have lied to you. Anything. And you never really said anything about this. You just kind of kept it to yourself. But I think what's happening now is the reason why you kept it to yourself, Aquarius, is because you were trying to figure out if you should say anything, if it's worth, fighting over, if it's worth arguing about, if it's worth possibly, bringing this to a final decision. But I think the more you sat with it, you've come to this conclusion that you have to speak up. You have to say what's on your mind. And at this point, especially knowing my Aquarians, at this point, this might come out very, just, like, I'm having this image in my head of like you and your person sitting at dinner or getting ready to like order some Uber Eats or something, and they're like, "So, what do you want to eat?" And you're like, "You know what? Why are you always asking me this?" Because and it just sets you off into a whole nother space. But it's all that stuff that you've been holding inside that's finally coming out. And it's because you've been holding on to it. And now, in like most air signs, we stay in the mind. So, for us, manifesting really does start here. Once we have made a decision of what's going to happen, how things are going to, proceed onward, whether we act on them immediately or not, that's as good as done. So, if you made up your mind, you know what, I'm going to talk to him or I'm going to talk to her about this. And then you say to yourself, just not right now. I'll wait for the opportune moment and then I'll talk to him. That's not how we work. Once we made up, we're going to say something about this. We're going to speak on it. We either pick up the phone and call you right then and be like, okay, listen, I need to talk to you right now. Or, especially with Aquarians, they will sit and 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 they will sit because they want to make sure that they're right. They want to make sure that, they're not overreacting. They're not being emotional. They hate to hear those things. So they don't want anyone to construe them like that. But what ends up happening, because their emotions are so deep, what ends up happening, Aquarius, is you find yourself exploding sometimes. And what I'm saying to you is be careful with this, because your King of Pentacles over here is also clarified by the Knight of Swords. So you jump off over here in your Knight of Swords energy with your judgment and your truth, and you're like, well, you know what? I need to tell you this, and you need to hear me, and da-da-da-da-da. Do not be surprised if this person hits you with the same energy. And it'll throw you the F off, because You see how calm and collect and cool this little dude is? Like, he's just sitting there chilling. You know, he's letting his grass growing under his feet. He's admiring his little pinnacle. And, you know, like, he's got his whole life ahead of him and everything, right? This is the kind of energy, like, when you run up on it, and he gonna be sitting there chilling, and you gonna be like, and then all of a sudden this motherfucker gonna jump off the chair and be like, "Bitch, what the fuck? You gonna stop talking to me?" And it might end up a fight. So I'm just saying, Aquarius, be careful. Okay? Be careful when you're holding stuff inside. Don't hold it inside. It gives you stomach aches. You know what I mean? I've been letting people have my mind. It don't bother me a bit, whether they like it or not. It's like a fart. Better outside than in, my love. Better outside than in. So what I got? All right, Virgos, you're up next. All right, what we got for the Virgos? What we got for the Virgos? Ooh, BT Dubs, happy birthday. It is officially Taurus season. I have a lot of Taurians in my life that are approaching their anniversary of solar solstice. And so shout out to all my Taurus friends. What is happening? Nine of Pentacles. Shout out to all my Taurus friends out there. Alright, so give me 3 cards for Virgo, please. 3 cards for Virgo. I apologize if it seems like I'm rushing through these. I don't have a full charge on either one of my devices. So I'm trying to make it through. Trying to make it through before either one of them dies, because I'm on 2 different platforms. No, it's being lazy. I should have done this earlier this morning. All right, Virgo. You have the 3 of Cups that wanted to show its face earlier. You got the Strength in reverse, the Devil, and the High Priestess. Okay, so, all right, Virgo. Are you losing your motivation somewhere? What happened? You lost your mojo? Or, I just got a very strange message. Well, not strange, but very intense. Okay, so this may not be for all of you Virgos, but there is a very specific message I'm hearing. I'm breaking down. You could be I'm hearing doing all the right things for all the wrong reasons. You could be doing you could be doing something because it's expected of you. You could possibly be involved with certain people or, certain commitments that logically make total sense. Like, makes total sense. Think of it like this. So, you graduating from high school. Your parents are like, you're going to college. You don't question it. You're just like, okay, I'm going to college. You're fine with going to college. Your parents are like, you're going to go to this college, right? And so, but in actuality, you want to go to that college over there. And instead, everybody in your circle is siding with your parents. So, they're like, everybody that you know is like, but it makes sense for you to go to that college, and it makes sense for you to take up that program, and that's safe, and that's good for you. But because this is not what you want, you get to the campus and instead you end up, just kind of BSing it away, right? Until you get to a point where you just can't front about it anymore. You're not happy, you don't like it, you don't want to be here, blah blah. You know what I mean? At which point in time you may make a subtle move, you may make a major move, but you're gonna make a move. And when I say that, I'm like, back to the college analogy, right? Let's say semester is ending, your parents have been called, they've been notified that you are on academic probation, right? And your parents are going to lose their shit, right? But what they don't know is you've already registered into the college that you wanted to go to because you knew why. You knew why this wasn't working. And whether they were listening to you or not, you knew why this wasn't working. And so instead of trying to put yourself in another semester of dragging and forcement and, trying to make other people happy because you're doing what they say that you need to be doing, you're actually like, you went ahead and you enrolled in your college courses with the campus that you wanted to be in. And what they don't know is one of the reasons why you're failing, or one of the reasons why you're so-called struggling in the program that they think you're in, is because actually you've been staying up late nights working on course assignments for the program you really want to be in. So you on one campus while being a student of a whole nother college. So that's the kind of energy that I'm picking up here. I'm picking up that you're doing all the right things for the wrong reasons. And then you have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups clarifying your strength in reverse. You could even be trying to tell yourself, like you could even be trying to convince yourself that this is good for you. No matter how much you don't like it, no matter how much you feel like you're not gonna make it, this is not gonna work, for as not even that. It's like you're growing very tired. You're growing very weary. But you still understand pragmatically and emotionally why this should make you happy. And so for that reason, it does. It's like, no, this isn't the degree that I wanted, but I'm getting a degree. So, yay. Yay. And then the Four of Pentacles. All right. So, even though it wears you down, even though it may be a little unhealthy, okay. So it's almost like making yourself